friends and family. I was just driving down the road, and you know how you have those aha moments and those epiphany things. You're like, I should share that later. I should write a blog about that. I should write that down. All those kinds of things. Well, I have a feeling that I won't remember this by the time I get back home after doing all my errands today. So I thought that I would just share it now and be good. So I was thinking about my word for 2025, which is grace. And I was thinking about what the Lord said to Zerubbabel about putting the cornerstone down first and then speaking grace to that. And then God took over and did everything that needed to be done in that situation. And I was comparing the word grace to thinking about sometimes I just don't have faith in things, that things are going to work out the way that they should, or that things will work out. There's some circumstances in our lives right now that I just don't know how the Lord's going to do it, but I have to keep speaking in faith that it's going to happen. Well, how do you do that when you're unsure, or you think that what you're trying to speak into existence is just too big and too grandiose for anything to ever happen with it? So I was thinking grace, and as I speak grace to the room, and I speak grace to the basement, and I speak grace over some circumstances in my life, I'm speaking in faith. That's what Zerubbabel was doing when the Lord told him to speak grace to the rock. He was calling Zerubbabel to a greater degree of faith. So in 2025, is that what the Lord's trying to get to me? That these words grace really turn into faith? You know, I don't know. I will ponder on that for a while and see what the Lord has to say. But I just wanted to share that real quick, because I'm looking at grace differently now. It's just like when the Lord gave me the word water. It wasn't about water. I'm afraid of water. Why would you give me the word water? It was about fear and not doing things out of fear, because that's what was holding me back. And that's what I learned in that year, was to stop letting things hold me back. And then even though I am afraid of water, there's other ways of doing things without going in the water. And then ironically, we watched Mufasa last night at the theater, and he was afraid of water. So I thought that was very interesting. And he became a very powerful lion, very powerful king. I mean, they made a movie about him, The Lion King. Anywho, I digress. So one last thing to share is I was turning in my Christmas lottery tickets, and the guy said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, this one's already been redeemed." And I just started laughing. I said, "That's been in my purse since I got it." So I don't know what happened. Doesn't really matter, but I just thought it was hilarious that the guy says, "I'm sorry, ma'am, you've already been redeemed." I can't be bought again by anybody. I can't be turned into something that I'm not, because my God in heaven has already redeemed me, and I am His. So be blessed today. Have a great day. I will talk to you soon.